everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Laura Afonso. I am your host here at the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center for GoLocal Prov. And as you can see, we have some seriously delicious dishes in store for you all today with our first guest, Diego Curi. Thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure, Laura. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I would say that not only is Los Andes one of the premier restaurants of Providence, but it has become a dining destination for Rhode Island. You're really putting us on the map nationwide.
Sure it has. It's been a long 11 years since we opened.
11 years.
Yes.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I started with my two brothers, Omar and Cecine.
Omar and Cecine.
And it's just been success from there. Cecine, the mastermind in the kitchen, and
He is.
Omar and I running in the front of the house, just ensuring our customers and guests, patrons at the restaurant are very happy when they come in, and make them even happier as they leave our restaurant. We want them to come back and have a better experience the next time they come in and visit us again.
Each time is just better than the next.
That's what we try to aim for.
That is amazing. So this is a true family-run business. You have Cecine in the kitchen. He's the mastermind behind all of these dishes, and you and Omar in the front of the house. And really, what is notable about Los Andes is the service. It is just absolutely down to a science. It is amazing.
Service is very key thing in the restaurant business, especially
Absolutely.
You don't want to have a great meal and have a great service to go along with it. So as Cecine and I were service at a Bella restaurant, we learn a lot of tricks and make things happen in our own restaurant.
Definitely.
Where now we just want our guests to have nothing but the best experience when they come and visit us here at Los Andes restaurant.
Of course, and something that I think about when I sit down for dinner at Los Andes, the servers are all so incredibly knowledgeable about every item on the menu because you're Bolivian Peruvian cuisine. It may be something that your guests have never experienced before.
Exactly.
This is their first time having it, and they may not know what the pacamudo is. So the servers there are happy to go in depth of describing and breaking down the whole menu, and they're just phenomenal.
Correct. From A to Z, they have to know the menu, every ingredient, every procedure in cooking and preparing our dishes in the kitchen. I mean, it doesn't just look great, it has to taste just as great
Absolutely.
as it looks.
And trust me, it does taste as good as it looks. So tell me a little bit about Bolivian Peruvian cuisine. What kind of flavors, what kind of things can we find on the menu with those?
We're going to find in the Peruvian side a lot of seafood. We have a ceviche, which is very popular appetizer as well as an entree. And we're creating wonderful flavors and using all kinds of seafood from Peruvian-based scallops, from Spanish octopus, and you name it, it's there. Every week we change the specials and we come up with something new. And it's just an amazing just to see how our guests love the flavors. Peruvian and Bolivian are very similar. You're going to have more seafood on the Peruvian side and more steak and meats on the Bolivian side.
Definitely.
So it's an amazing mixture, I guess, on both sides of. But we also do South American. We do Argentinian. We do. It ranges from South America to Spain as beautiful lobster paella here in front of us.
You have an incredible blend of flavors and cultures
Correct.
all coming together on the menu.
Yes.
Yes. Now, your seafood is absolutely amazing. Like you said, the ceviche is super, super popular. So for those who haven't had ceviche, or maybe they've heard of it, what exactly is ceviche and what does it taste like?
Ceviche is very citrusy. Ceviche is going to be marinated with lime juice and leche de tigre. Leche de tigre is a fish broth finished with a little bit of garlic and ají amarillo. Depends on what kind of ceviche you might have at the restaurant. We use different kinds of peppers like rocoto, ají amarillo.
Wow.
So we change the flavor. Each pepper has different flavors, and it just creates a wonderful explosion of flavors.
Yes.
So it's just an amazing.
A little bit of heat in the back too.
Heat in the back and also citrusy as well.
Oh, that sounds just so good. And it's a medley of seafood, between fish and mussels.
Correct. We got mussels, shrimp, squid, or you can just have a fish-only ceviche as well as you like. We use tuna-grade tuna as well to make a wonderful ceviches in the restaurant.
Amazing. And so from the seafood to the meat side, your meats are incredible. The bistecca, the pacamudo, they are just incredible. So tell me, what is your favorite? I can't imagine it would be easy to decide.
And I keep telling all our guests, my favorite, all-time favorite is the bistecca andina.
That is my favorite.
Yes.
And it is like humongous. I could take 3 people to finish it.
We use a 16-ounce ribeye, cooked to your liking, and we're going to finish in a Madeira reduction. And it's going to have banana and cherry peppers that give you that extra kick. So you have sweet and spicy, creates such a wonderful flavor. And it's served over a bed of mashed potatoes with grilled asparagus. I can almost guarantee you, if you don't like it, I'll eat it myself.
I'll join you. Trust me. So tell me a little bit about this dish that we have in front of us right now.
I will say this lobster paella is one of our signature dishes at Los Andes.
Absolutely.
So we use 1.5 pound Archer lobster from Maine. We're going to stuff it with Prince Edward mussels, little necks, shrimp, squid, chicken, and chorizo. We're going to finish it with English peas, yellow saffron rice, a little bit of white wine broth and garlic, and a little bit of drawn butter on the side.
Now, this has just got to be the cutest thing I have ever seen. So we've got a little candle lit under here, so it's keeping the butter nice and warm.
Correct.
There's nothing worse than when you get lobster and the butter sits and then it starts to get cold. So this is keeping your butter toasty hot for you, nice and melted, so you can dip your tail meat right in there.
We're always thinking on how to make things better and
Yeah.
easier and convenient for our guests. And this is one of the things that I think it looks very nice on the table.
Absolutely.
And also keeps the butter nice and toasty for you as you enjoy your lobster.
Oh, that is just such a great idea. Now, this is a humongous dish. I could imagine that you get every once in a while somebody who finishes it by themselves, but good enough for 2 people. You've got the whole 1.5 pound lobster, shrimp, mussels, clams, chorizo, chicken. It is just loaded.
It is
with
loaded
good
with
stuff.
flavors, correct.
Definitely. Oh my God. Just so good.
One of the restaurant very popular dishes.
I can imagine, of course. So you have some really excited things happening at Los Andes. You're on Chalkstone Avenue.
We are on 903 Chalkstone Avenue.
Chalkstone Avenue. So what is happening in the patio?
We have a lot of things going on the patio this moment.
Yes.
We're enclosing half of our patio, which is fairly completed. We've got a few more things to complete. And our patio is going to look the greatest it's ever looked this summer, so come see us. We have a beautiful koi pond. Ambience is beautiful.
Definitely.
So we are ready. We are ready. We got the Ceviche Aymara bar opening as well in the springtime. And across the street, we're opening a wonderful llama shop. We're going to be selling some of our sauces and produces and things that we use in the restaurant.
That's amazing. So if you said, oh my God, I love the leche de tigre, and I want to be able to make something at home with that,
Correct.
you can go into
can come in there
the shop, pick it up, come home and cook
ready.
it.
Exactly.
Oh, that is amazing. And so tell me about the Ceviche Lounge, because I am super interested in checking that out.
That's an idea of my brother's scene, and it's a wonderful spot. The ambience is just as the main dining room. We try to incorporate the look so you kind of have the feeling that you're still in the same restaurant, but with a little twist. You're going to be able to enjoy ceviche made in front of you by a sous chef.
Wow.
You're going to be able to choose what you like, how do you want it, not too spicy. It's just going to be made to order pretty much in front of you, and it's going to be like a raw bar as well.
Wow.
So we have a lot of things to offer in this room as well.
Oh my goodness. So that would be great. So if you're waiting for your table, or you just want to go out for some ceviche, or maybe you finished dinner and you'd like, an after dinner cocktail, you can come right into the Ceviche Lounge, which is right next door.
Right next door.
And
it's
finish
gonna
off
be
your meal.
Tied up to the patio as well. So once
perfect.
it's all connected, it's going to be so easy to get to. And like you said, you're going to be able to enjoy drinks before and after.
Lovely.
We'll close after the restaurant is closed. So if you want to have an extra drink or two after fabulous dinner, this is going to be the place to be.
That is just amazing. Now, your outdoor patio in the summer has a beautiful koi pond, and you have a gigantic fish tank inside of the restaurant. So you have a love for fish.
I do. My brothers have the passion of taking them out of the water and fishing,
Yes.
and I'm the opposite. I
You
like to
care
keep
for
them
them,
alive. I care for them.
Admire how beautiful they
Yes. We do have a 600-gallon reef tank in the main dining room, and
is
we have
beautiful.
a 2,000-gallon koi pond in the backyard. And I'm going to leave it as a surprise. This summer is going to be the greatest it's ever looked.
Wow. I can't wait to check it all out. It sounds like you guys have so much new and excitement going on at the
We
restaurant
do.
to really pair with the fantastic service. And of course, the bar program is really, really excellent. So what would you say is your favorite cocktail on the menu?
I love gin. We have a
Okay.
drink that is not in the menu. We're going to put it hopefully in the menu. It's called the Diego Tini.
The Diego Tini.
Yes.
I'm already interested, so please tell me more.
So we use Uncle Val's, a botanical gin, and it's going to be mottled cucumbers. We're going to a little splash of Saint Germain and all the flower liqueur, and a splash of Prosecco.
Oh, that sounds just like light and like aromatic,
Yes,
citrusy,
it
beautiful,
is.
beautiful.
But we're also well known for our pisco sours, our caipirinhas. So we have so many things to choose from, as well as very large wine selection of South American, wonderful wines from Chile, Argentina, to pair up with any meal in the restaurant. And we do have a sommelier level 2 in the restaurant as well,
wow,
Ali,
really?
our manager.
Yes.
That he's
Ali is
amazing
so
and very
great.
knowledgeable when it comes to wines. If you have questions, he'll be there in a heartbeat for you. And we have a wonderful, wonderful selections of wines as well.
That is amazing. Now, are you taking reservations? We know that this is a hot spot, so how can we get in for dinner?
We do take reservations. We ask people with larger parties of 6 or more to take a reservation with 2 weeks in advance, just to make sure we have the right time
Yes.
and the right space for you to have your wonderful dinner at the restaurant.
Definitely, absolutely. So it just sounds just so, so wonderful. So much to offer, from dinner to cocktails and more.
Exactly. We're ready to cater the holidays as well as graduations coming, Mother's Day around the corner.
Yes, some exciting holidays.
We do have so much going on, and we're ready for everybody that wants to come in and experience something different. And flavor is the key. We have so much to choose from. If you like steak, we have it. If you like seafood, we have it. If we have just about everything in our restaurant, from poultry to stuff that's not even around. We use paiche, which is an Amazonian fish that comes from Peru. It's a wild caught fish. It ranges from 450 pounds.
Oh my God,
a
this
massive
is not a small
fish.
fish.
No, but it's loaded with flavor as well. So we do bring exotic things to the restaurant as well.
Absolutely.
To create something different.
Yes, so you're definitely giving the people of Providence and beyond an experience unlike they've really ever had
We're
before.
giving you a tour of South America without leaving the States, pretty much.
Of course. And not to mention, I know from firsthand, sitting on that patio in the summertime, you are just transported out of the city and into almost like a tropical oasis, sitting next to that koi pond and enjoying a nice cocktail.
That's thanks to my father. He loves the flowers and plants.
Really?
And he's one of the guys that I admire and we learn a lot from. He does the shopping for us every day, 7 days a week, no breaks, no holidays, and
he's committed.
Committed,
you guys are all
yes.
so committed.
My mother makes some of the desserts in the house. The flan.
Oh, get out!
The flan is made by my mother.
Wow.
She's been making
So
it
this is
since
a
I can
family
remember.
recipe?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then
that
my
makes it that much
sister, she
better.
makes a desserts that she went to Johnson & Wales. She's a pastry chef on the
Really?
restaurant as well.
So really, every member of the family has their hands involved in this business.
Yes.
That just makes it all the more
It's
better.
a whole family thing, and you always want to find one of us in the restaurant. One of us will always be on the right
Every
in the
time.
restaurant. Yes.
Every time I've come in, I think I've seen, I don't think I've missed any of you every time I've joined you for dinner.
That's the secret of success. You have
Yes.
to baby it. It's your baby, and you got to take care of
Absolutely.
it.
You have to be committed to it.
Yes.
And you definitely are.
We try our best.
Of course. Now, before we sign off, just really quickly, the Ceviche Lounge and the shop, when roughly can we check them out?
We're in process of finishing a new expansion in the restaurant, so I would say early springtime we should be ready with the gift shop, and the patio. As soon as the weather gets nice and warm, we're gonna have so much to offer, and it's just gonna be, like we said earlier, a room, an ambience, and I can't say much because I want to surprise you guys.
Yes, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Well, we can't wait to check it out. So many new fun things coming to Chalkstone Avenue at Los Andes, between the new shop, the Ceviche Lounge, and a new patio to surprise us all. And you know what? The spring warm weather is going to be here before we
It's
know it,
around
and we'll
the
be able
corner.
to sit outside and enjoy a lovely cocktail and a giant plate of lobster paella before we know it.
Exactly.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Come visit me at Los Andes restaurant.
Definitely. And one more time, the address for everyone.
903 Chalkstone Avenue.
Of course. Well, thank you so much,
My
Diego.
pleasure.
Of course. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.